Okay, this is George, and we're going to go over this because I did find one video that was pretty good, but this is going to be the capsule thing that we got. And it's supposed to just refill this is for gelatin capsules. I think the size that we had is 0. And we got all this off of Shopee because I'm still in the Philippines. But it's a simple little thing. It does 100 of them at a time. So instead of you buying overpriced nutrients, that you need anyways, this makes it a lot cheaper. And so what Maria does is she feeds them to us or whatever given point of the day. And if I can manage to get them all down, because sometimes it feels like I'm eating a steak because it's so many of them. But it definitely helps. But remember, you got to make sure whatever your daily allowance is, that you're calculating it up on how many of these you have to take. You do it one of two ways. You can just put what you're supposed to take on one thing and then count them up. Me, I wish I could say I was that precise. I just estimate it based on how many I can swallow. Because some of this stuff, like they say, we'll put it in a tea. It don't taste no good in no tea. Okay, but these are the capsules. They're just clear gel caps, and pop the top off. Put the base in one thing and put the top in another, because the device that you're going to use is going to be this easy filler, right? And it don't take the tops off, so you got to do it manually. But once I get this done, we'll go on to the next step. When I start doing the next step, I'll show you how we do it that way. This was a bag of 1,000. Where's that bag? This was 1,000 capsules. Obviously, it was packed full. I mean, literally packed full. So once we get this, I get these worked out. I don't know if I'm just do this tray today, maybe do these on another day. I don't know, because it's kind of tedious sitting here pulling these caps off. Don't let them pop off. They're just sticky enough to stay. And so I gotta pull each one off and then do it. But anyways, what I'll do is I'll come back and give you the next step, and we'll go from there. So give it a second. I'm gonna put this on pause, and when I go move to the next step, it does give you directions, but I'll be honest, these are not the best directions. I mean, I was sitting here playing with it, and I was like, I found out how to put the one top piece together, which was this piece. It has a little plastic handle on it, and you can see the screws through there, right? So this was already broke down when I got it, so you just put it on there. And don't make the mistake of thinking that I screwed up, because as usual, I thought I could do it without reading the directions, that it's these two holes on the bottom here. These two holes are actually the part of this. So if you press it down, this is going to be the base plate of where you're actually putting the biggest piece, because it's two parts. You got the body and then you got the cap. This is where the body goes in, and you'll take the other part and I'll go through it and show you how I'm doing it. And you put it in there and press it down, it caps it, and then you got your capsules. But anyways, let me get these done, and I'll get back on here and show you how to do the next step, just so you'll know we're in quick time. Like these already took the caps off. I made the mistake of thinking I was going to do it all in one thing, so I separated it into one container so I can just cap this off. But I got two little clear plastic things in here, and a jar with a lid, so because it wouldn't, the white things won't fit in there. And I cap this and just lay it down. If I get tired of doing it, and you come back again, obviously either when I run out of supplies or I get bored and want to engage it again. But whatever you do, see that? I put the big side and that side. So I foresee, since I'm not always focused, there's a good chance I'm going to be separating some of these up after the fact. But it just depends. See, I did it again. As I'm sitting here talking, I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. This is one of those deals. But anyways, we'll come back to the after this, and we will go through these, and I'll show you how I actually filled up the capsules as I go step by step. Okay, so I'm back. So what I did is, obviously I got my capsules broke up. I kind of ran out of space in my small jar, so I stopped. So these are my full capsules, and these are my capsule bottoms. So, and I'm probably going to put a lid on each one of them, because if you separate these, and as you get older, you can't see everything, you know what I mean, clearly, unless you're holding up to the light. And if you're going to sit there all day and do that, then you're going to probably waste your day. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a pause on that. Now I got me another tray, and we're going to actually fill these capsules. All right, with this machine, manual operated, right? So this here is your bottom. This is where your body of your capsules fit into. So inside my bowl, I'm gonna put this in first. Because the reason I got the bowl, because when you start to scrape off powder or dump pills, the rest of the capsule, that this will make it easier for recovering those portions, and you don't have to sit there and guard the hole and all that good stuff. Because it's not particular, but I like moving a little bit faster. The next thing that you're gonna need, make sure you already have it assembled. This is your tamper. This literally, when you put the contents inside the capsules, you tamp it down. And then the next thing you're going to need is, I think it's this one. Let me check real quick. Let me get right back with you, see how quick your memory goes. Give me one moment. Alright, so I'm going to do it the sequence that it's supposed to be done in instead of me bouncing. The next thing you're going to need, so you got this, the main body that you're putting them on, right? The holes are smaller than the capsules, but let's say all the powder and whatever, I guess, go at the bottom. Now we're going to put the bottom end, the body of these capsules into this tray. This thing has little spots that line up with these screws sticking up. Yeah, it secures this, but it serves as a second purpose. As you can see, you just flap it down on there, and this there, right? So, and you see that the holes inside them are a little bit smaller to keep the capsules from actually falling all the way through. So now, this does 100. So what we're going to do is, we're going to get this sucker. I'm sitting in front of my computer, so just bear with me. We're going to put some in here, right? And you should be able to see them, right? Alright, so they should just fall down in there like magic, whatever. Unless you pick it up. Let's see if I screwed it up already. I'm just putting a bunch of them. Hold up. So, I don't know what I did, so I'm just going to start over. Makes it easy, because I'm not sitting there. I've seen people do it where it's all magical and stuff. I'm one of those people, I'm not here to play around. I want to get the job done so I can move on. But remember, this is the first time I did it. So you're literally watching first time experience, right? So dump some in there, because I know I can recover them, right? So I'm not really worried about it. Run some suckers around in there. Obviously hold it down. Well, they missed the 3-second rule, so we're not going to play with that. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Let's see what we got. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Well, I see what it does. It lets a bunch of other ones stand up. So if they're in there, they're in there. Let's see what we got. I'm going to shake these out. See everything stands out. I think there's some that are upside down. So let's take a look. So I'm taking this off for a second. Push down on this, see what everybody looks like. Well shit, that ain't that bad. I gotta be honest with you. So I see the ones that are kind of turned upside down, besides the ones I'm dumping all over the damn place. But these ones right here, you'll see the ball end of it up. Oh my gosh. They're slick as an owl's ass. So, I guess you just turn those around. Hope we don't dump everybody. Not that it matters, I don't know why I'm swapping them out with what's below, but you gotta pull them down to make sure everybody's in there. Let's see a couple more. They're hard to get a hold of, I'll be honest with you. They're slick little suckers. I guess that's the reason they go down so good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing them on the floor. Baby, you mind coming over here and grabbing these capsules that hit the floor? I don't know. You think the floor is dirty enough that we can still take them?
No. Yeah, dirty enough.
Alright, come here. Tell me if you can see. Make sure everybody's there. So I'm gonna get some help here. And she's not right. She says I always need help. I don't. Here, come on around here. Did you see them? There was a couple hit the floor. But anyways, I'm penny pincher. But anyways, here, baby, don't worry about it. Just go and put these in here. So if you put them in there, you see which ones are missing. Put the capsules in there.
What you mean?
Just take a capsule, and then the ones you see that are vacant, you put a capsule in there. Can you see the ones that are missing? Yep, just like that. There's two more I see on that end, on that side below it. And there's one just barely to the left of your hand right there. Is that all of them? See, that's why I'm saying you need help a little bit. But you know, you can do this by yourself or your patient. But me and my wife, we hang out together all the time. So, what you think? All right, I'll let it back up. Push these down. That's a lot easier. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next step. Put these back in here. Makes it easy because I got a container to hold them in. I did have two that were on the table. No, yeah, two of them came out. I don't know where those others went. Right, so the next thing that we're going to do is, give me a second. I'm cheating here because I'm learning too, but I'm just, because I shook them off. Alright, next thing's powder guard. Where's that powder guard? He called it a powder guard. Powder guard. You take that in, that's got the cut in it, you put it down so you can dump out the excess. I don't really know if I would even put that on there. That's a good reason to have you something. Same thing, those same screws are needed for all these little pieces. It works as a second thing. Whoever did that's pretty good at what they're doing. So the next thing we're going to do is, which one we want to do first? Moringa. Let me tell you about the all-in-one Moringa. Give me something like this. I'll get through all of it. Moringa is good stuff. It's actually a tree. From what Maria is telling me, she says that people here in the Philippines, they kind of quit respecting the tree and the values of it. And I see a majority of them, they're full-size trees, but they've cut the tops out of them. So that either means they were harvest them as they were coming up, and they just keep knocking the tops out of it, but the body keeps getting thicker. So it keeps the ground height kind of low, because obviously I don't know what a full-size moringa tree looks like, but this is good stuff. If you look it up, it apparently does good. Now this here, I already did the thing. Me and AI had a talk through, and it says 3 to 4 of these capsules per day. It's like, this is good stuff. I know 3 and 4 capsules ain't what you want to hear. I use O's. You can use the OO, and apparently it's a bigger capsule. We stick with the O's because I don't like taking pills anyways, but I sure don't like the T's. So you got one way or the other. Me, I like hot chocolate because I can't drink coffee no more. But you can't drink hot coffee, chocolate, because it's got the sugars in it. But anyways, this is moringa. Alright, let's see if you can see that one. I don't know, the light's probably bouncing off of it. But anyways, I hope you get a view of that. And this is the first one we're going to do. Baby, can you give me a spoon, please? So we're going to put this in here. And it's powder, so don't think I'm joking. When I tell you it's powder, it's literally fine powder. This here says it's made by Light Culture. It says organic moringa. We tried to make our own moringa, got it, crushed it up, but it don't turn to powder. So I don't know what, when you're getting powders, like what's the better version of doing this. But, so we're going to take a spoon. I don't know how many spoons this is going to take, so we're going to just start out, because whatever don't fit in here is going back in there. So I'm going to put 1. I'm going to go and put 2. I'm not going to sit here and play with this. So 2. So you can see how much that is. That was 2 tablespoons. So I stick this back in here. And then you got this thing right here. And you just spread it out. Hopefully it fills all the way up. Because remember, you're going to need and that's the good reason to have bowls. That you don't want to be here all day playing around with that. One guy, he's got it. And See, look there. I put that on there, but apparently it needs more. So at least I'll have it. Now this is a heaping spoon. Obviously it's bigger than a tablespoon. So I stick another one in there. So spread that on out. It looks like that's pretty even. So this is the next thing I'm doing, right? This is like a tamper. Okay, I'm not gonna, all I need to do is have a few holes, right? I don't need to see all of them, but spread this out so it don't have a bunch over one hole. I don't want to mess my capsules up. I've never done this before, but logic says that it will tear my capsules up because they're gelatin, right? So you get your tamper. This is the tamper. Remember, it came through. It's got the thing. You throw the handle on it and just line it up. And just kind of tamp down on it. So for you construction people, it's kind of like using that whacker packer. You remember, I used to have to do that as a teenager. Oh my God, I hated that. My daddy was an engineer type of deal for civil engineer, and I got home working like a slave even when I was young. So I'm just trying to find somewhere to put it. You can get all organized. I've seen people all spread out and all nice and neat, but that's not what's going to happen here. We're just getting the job done. So now spread that back into her again. It'll fill it on up. I'm assuming, now remember these capsules from an old capsule for majority of the stuff, from what I'm getting, unless it's cocaine, right? That's a joke, right? So it's going to be roughly 500 to 700 milligrams. So with this here, I'll just kind of press it down. I might pack it one more time because I need to make sure the nutrients are there. Because as you get older, oh my God, crap starts hurting. Last night I woke up with my foot hurting. There was a cramp in it, and I had to wake Marie up, and she'd already been working. She was real tired, and I was having a panic attack because I got that going on in my life. It's good stuff. So if I tamp it down that second time, it don't really go that much. Whether it's worth it or not, I don't know, but we tried it. So I don't know if I will tamp it down again, after this. I mean, that would have been the first time, so I don't know if I would tamp it down a second time. I think I'd probably just call it quits on it, right? So from what I'm assuming, common sense says that this is only for when you're putting this down into these. Make sure they're all nice and full. As far as I'm concerned, they're full. Well, look how green it turned that thing. That stuff is powdered. So that means any little crack, microscopic crack that's in that, it holds in there. So I can imagine that everything is going to change colors over any period of time. I mean, even though I don't know if I wash everything off or not, it's not going to hurt you because you're not doing much of anything with anything. It's not like we're doing pharmaceuticals. So we got that in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our little scraper one more time. Baby, do we have one more bowl that I can put this in? Because it's laying down in the debris, and I think it's going to be a problem. So we scrape this off. I just scrape it off into the bowl because remember, if I do some more, I might as well go and have it in there.
What kind of bowl?
Like just one of those little white plastic bowls that we get.
This one? Transparent?
Yes. Is it dry?
It is.
Here, give it here. I'll wipe it down still. Thank you. So I got another of these things. In the Philippines, you can buy $100 dishes, but we're not trying to camp out here. We're trying to get that magic visa so I can get my woman. We go back to the United States, and I'm gonna teach that girl how to be a redneck. Thing is, you're here in the Philippines. You spend time here. They get a vision of you because you're here. They don't know what you're really made of because obviously I'm a native redneck American. So when I get her home, I was like, what you see me being here and what I am back in the United States is something totally different. Now, yeah, I love doing all this in the United States. I love fishing, going shooting guns, running the mountains, all that good stuff. But, So let's go on to the next step. Let's see what we got for the next one. He goes on to, he dumps that out, does the same thing. Let's get me here. Okay, give me one moment. It's going to take a second. All right. So we got that all flat. All right, so the next thing we're going to need is, well, hold up, sorry. Hold up, you gotta ignore me. I got a bunch of stuff here you can't see, but so this next machine is gonna be. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is gonna be it. This is our top holder. Okay, so you will need part of this other one. So you need the top holder, and then you'll need this again. So this has little nipples on it on the bottom of it, so it fits in these, so you can actually still put these in here, right? So now we're gonna need the tops. So what I'm gonna do is, let me pull this out. I'm gonna set this here for a second. Get out of my way. I'm gonna bring this thing here. Pull these out because that would get mixed up and everything. We don't really need that in the way right now because we're gonna put the tops on. Put that into there. Put that brush into there. We'll just put tops on it and keep that all here. Leave it right there. Give me a second. Where's our... Well, hell, I just had it. Okay, that's it. That is everything. Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is going to be us putting the lids in here. Alright, so we're going to pour these in here the same way we did that other one. Those seem to fall in easier. Big question is, how many are upside down? Baby, can I borrow your eyes again?
Sure.
Alright. Alright, so what I'm seeing is that's pretty good. So we should be able to pull these off. Oh my goodness, I can't see. So, on this one right here, yeah, don't knock that over for sure. I want to push it in a little bit. Okay. Now you see those?
Almost none.
I can't hardly. Here, see if you can reach them and see them better. Pull them out of there and flip it. No, these. See the balls up? It's supposed to be the other direction. Now you just take them and flip them back up and stick them in there. So apparently the ball end shows upwards, and I can't get it. I got powder on my hand. That's what's killing me. I don't know what you can get to make these flip back up. I don't know if you could use like what's those things that you do your eyebrows with, something like that. Tweezers to maybe be able to grab them. If you got any moringa or anything on your hands, this is testimony. They're slick. They're already slick even before you put anything on them. And that's exactly the reason we're taking them anyways, try to get rid of our jelly belly. Too much Texas Roadhouse that they even got here and all this other stuff. Why bread couldn't be your friend, I don't know, but you might as well be eating straight sugar out of a bucket. But so you just turn them back upside down. Any missing? There's gotta be some missing somewhere. I think that's one missing. Now we did these by hand last time, so in comparison to filling these by hand, I'm looking at this. It depends on what you're doing. If it's powdery, or it's got some contents that actually sticks together, you can just kind of push it down on it and it'll fill it up. But you're not getting the actual measurement. I wouldn't think like we tapped it. So I think that that might be a better solution. This so we know we're getting more accurate milligrams per capsule. Because we don't need to just take these things to look at them. We're actually trying to take it for our health. Alright, so as you can see, I got this done correctly. I'm joking, baby. So now let's see what our next step is. We got them in there. It's always going to something. I don't have prime. Here. I guess we put these back. I'm going to put these back into here. Are you serious? Static electricity will literally make those capsules not want to come out. I know I can lose up to 2 capsule tops because I lost 2 capsule bottoms on the floor. So that's kind of what that looks like. So I'm going to go back, recap these, because if these spill out on the floor, my attitude goes sideways. I'm not an optimist, I'm not a pessimist. I'm like a terrorist. So if something goes wrong, I get twisted up about it. Okay, so what we're doing now is, let's see, we got to take, alright, so he's flipping that, got 2 tabs on it, and he's going to flip that. Alright, so he did it straight down. So we'll do it that way. Okay, so the yellow plate is like the final plate. As you can see, it has, I see why now. That makes sense. So it's got the pegs, right? So with those pegs, it's got these 2 little finger things. I guess that makes it easier for you to do it. So this here, with these pegs just like this, you're not going to turn it upside down. There's the tray, there's the capsule sticking up. You're going to literally put it straight down onto it. All right. So that seems to work. Right. So now what we're going to do, I'm not going to change trays because I don't want to have all that moringa in this tray here. So we're going to come back to this tray. And I can see where these pegs actually end up at. So give me a second. So now you can actually turn this upside down and nothing's supposed to come out. And I don't like nothing came out, except maybe a roach egg or something, whatever that was. Let's say there's some kind of something fell out. Oh well, I've eaten worse. Let's see. So you put it down on there. Okay, so now it's down on there. And then we'll let it flit. I don't know, we're playing with the bottom for whatever reason, like he's reading Braille. Come on now. Okay. So we're going to take this. Now since I got it like that, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to knock all that extra off because I'm fixing to work with it. I guess I got this brush. Might as well use it like it was worth something. Knock all that extra off so I don't get it in the air. Not like it's going to save you the money. That's not enough to even add up to nothing. Thing is, they could get this moringa, they could get it for free around here, and nobody really gets it. Now, we were over there messing around by the airport. This old lady come out of her house like we was damn robbing the bank. I was like, well, you know, and all I was there for the seed pods. But anyways, so we're going to take this. Got to make sure it goes down. Well, okay, hold up. Give me a second before I don't want to screw my video up. Too much work. All right, I got it finally. Didn't take me long, but you're listen. You know how you listen to that plastic paper that got the bubbles in it, and it pops. That's basically what you listen for. If you listen to it, hear that popping? I thought I was breaking the tray. Yeah, it's not. That's them popping. So you just turn it around, and you got to put quite a bit of pressure on. To be honest with you, just work them around to the corners and everything. That may be it. I just want to make sure because I don't have to redo stuff. But see, those come down. So the silver screws, they kind of come all the way to the flush end. So that right there ain't. I guess it is. I'll push it in so I don't give a crap. That's got to be it. Alright, we're going to take it apart. We're going to see what we got. Get rid of this tray again because it's got moringa all in the bottom of it. Let's see.
And I'm hearing some of them clamp down.
Alright, so we knock this off. Got a little bit of product in there, but now you got this. Pick this up. Well, shit. What you think? That's what it looks like. You got the bottom sticking out the bottom, and then that's the caps on top. So then what we do is just flip it over. So they're nice and even. I can see in between the top, if you can see in that top, see how there's a little bit of space in there? Uh-oh, I got two of them missing their tops. Let me see if I can grab the damn tops. Where in the hell are the tops at? Top should be somewhere. Okay, because that was the blue side. Hold up, let me get in here. You know what? The reason they're not in there, because they never were in there. That was two spots missing. I told you the damn things are so clear you can't see nothing. So what I'm going to see about doing, I'm going to take two of these. There's three of them. I'm seeing three. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the caps. Baby, come here. Well, we're going to just do them by manual because I ain't going to sit here and play that. I couldn't see the damn things anyways. So, see these here? See if you can put caps on that one, and that one. So we're going to go in here manually. Push it down. Pop it on there. You feel it pop on? Alright, one more. That's one way to do it. Alright. So that looks like that's got them all now. So now we'll turn them over and flip them out. They're kind of in there, I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest. Versus the time it took me to do 100, I don't know, because remember this is the first time I did it. The other way any idiot could do it, because that's, you know. What do you think? Would you think this is faster? Yeah, I agree with you. And we got more product in the capsules. So if I was to tell you, yeah, I'd get one of these things or something similar to it, I think so. They sent us two of them. I don't know if that means she ordered two or they accidentally sent us one accident. I don't know, but so we got two of these things. So, you know, it just depends on how you're going to store them. But anyways, I hope that showed somebody that even a redneck could do this. So that's what we ended up with. That's 100 of them. From what we could tell, oh hell yeah, it's cheaper than buying them bottles and buying them at the store, because we still got a couple things. And if anybody knows how to get, we're gonna do a collagen powder, but if anybody knows how to make this at your house, I appreciate a recipe on it, because these things are straight expensive. It's supposed to help for aging. Can't you see how young I look? And also supposed to help for joint pains. I can't barely move every morning I get up, even since I took these. So that means they must be working, right? So biotin, you know, I don't know how much it's got in there, but you know, this thing you have to take 6 of these suckers. You know, so you're eating vitamins most of the day. You don't really need to eat McDonald's or Hardee's or whatever you're eating on. But anyways, that's what we come up with. So I hope that helped you. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can send them. I don't know if I can answer them, but anyways, that's what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that helped you out how to use this little sucker. It's not a bad little thing, you know. I mean, it's spring loaded. You end up with product left all over everything. So, you know, I wouldn't wash it off everything. I just take this little brush and I just dust it off and be done with it. You know, it should clean up pretty good. But remember, with these fine powders, it's the same way dyes are made. So, you know, it's going to color your stuff. So don't expect to keep it all nice and pretty. The things that mean to save you money. And overall, I don't know if it saved us money, but this here you can get off the trees. There's quite a few things here in the Philippines you just get off the trees, but you still got to have a way to powder it. And, you know, there's other topics behind doing stuff here that you definitely just want to do in the United States because you get so much resistance. Everybody thinks we're millionaires. That's funny. But anyways, thank you so much. I hope you appreciate it. Also, anybody that wants to be a dispatcher, go to Truck Driver Nation, truckdrivernation.com, and visit us. We got a great academy. I wrote the books. I actually teach you and all that good stuff. If anything I don't know, I sure know trucking. I know everything about dispatching, brokerage, recruiting drivers, and equipment in general because I drove for 24 years. But anyways, I hope that helped. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.